In the summer of 2022, the picturesque beaches of the Bahamas were a paradise for vacationers seeking sun, sand, and sea. Among them was the Downer family from Britain, on a dream vacation that soon became a nightmare. Finley Downer, an 8-year-old boy with curly hair and a contagious smile, and his siblings Lily 9 and Emily 12, with their bright eyes and adventurous spirits, were enjoying a 5-island tour with their father, Michael Downer. The tour, organized by a local company known for its exciting and immersive experiences, included thrilling adventures like swimming with iguanas, feeding the friendly pigs on Pig Beach, and even interacting with nurse sharks in a lagoon known for its gentle marine life encounters. The first few days of their vacation had been a magical experience. The family explored stunning white sandy beaches, snorkeled in crystal clear waters, and basked in the warm Caribbean sun. Each island they visited had its unique charm, and the children were wide-eyed with wonder at the beauty of nature surrounding them. One fateful day, the family joined a large group for a guided swim with nurse sharks in a lagoon. The water shimmered with allure, but beneath its beauty lurked a hidden danger. In a split second, the tranquil scene transformed into chaos. A terrified scream pierced the air, and Finley was surrounded by a swarm of nurse sharks. Panic and fear took hold as the 3 sharks circled him, their instincts taking over. The largest of the trio lunged at Finley, its mighty jaws snapping shut just inches away from his legs. The force of the attack sent shockwaves through the water, causing ripples of terror to spread through the family. As the sharks continued their relentless assault, Finley struggled to escape their deadly grasp. He kicked and thrashed, desperate to break free from the menacing circle closing in on him. But the sharks were relentless, undeterred by his valiant efforts. With each passing moment, the sharks grew bolder, their hunger for flesh driving them into a frenzy. They darted in and out, taking turns to strike, their teeth sinking into Finley's tender legs, tearing through his flesh. Blood filled the water, clouding the once clear lagoon with a crimson hue. Finley's agonizing cries for help were drowned out by the sounds of the fierce attack, the water echoing with terror and despair. Michael, paralyzed with fear and helplessness, could only watch in horror as his son fought for his life. His heart pounded in his chest, the sound deafening in his ears as he screamed for someone to help them. Lily, the young heroine of the family, summoned every ounce of courage. She lunged forward, grabbing Finley's arm with a strength beyond her years. With sheer determination, she pulled him away from the gaping maws of the sharks, her small frame trembling with fear. But the sharks were not so easily deterred. Like a pack of hungry predators, they persisted in their relentless pursuit of their prey. They circled Finley and Lily, closing in for another attack. Emily, the eldest sibling, cried out for help, desperately searching for anything to ward off the sharks. With trembling hands, she picked up a nearby piece of driftwood and flung it toward the predators, hoping to create a barrier between them and her injured brother. But the sharks were unyielding, their sharp eyes fixed on their wounded target. They swam in a calculated dance of death, waiting for the perfect moment to strike again. Michael's mind raced, searching for any way to save his son. He knew that time was running out and that they needed help immediately. With a burst of adrenaline, he mustered the strength to reach Finley and Lily. With every ounce of his being, he pulled them out of the treacherous waters, away from the jaws of the relentless predators. But the sharks were unsatisfied. They followed them relentlessly, their dark shadows lurking beneath the surface. In a desperate bid for survival, Michael and the children swam towards the shore, their hearts pounding in their chests, every stroke a struggle against the terror that pursued them. Finally, they reached the shallower waters where the sharks could not venture. Gasping for breath, they collapsed on the shore, their bodies trembling with the shock of the harrowing encounter. Amidst the chaos, the family rushed Finley to a nearby clinic in Nassau, the capital. The 3-hour operation felt like an eternity for the worried parents. Finally, they returned home to Kettering, Northamptonshire, relieved yet forever changed by the harrowing experience. Michael couldn't shake off the feeling that his son could have died that day. The encounter with the nurse sharks left an indelible mark on their family, and the memories would haunt them for years. As the news of the shark attack spread, it sparked discussions about beach safety and the growing prevalence of shark sightings. Concerned beach authorities worked diligently to inform the public about the presence of sharks in the area and the safety measures to follow. Meanwhile, the Bahamas experienced an influx of sharks along its coastline, with an abnormal number of shark sightings. Scientists diligently tracked great white sharks like Breton, a massive predator measuring over 13 feet and weighing 1,500 pounds. The lagoon, once a place of wonder and excitement, now bore witness to the aftermath of a savage attack. Finley's legs were torn and wounded, and the pain was etched into his young face. The family's vacation had turned into a nightmare, and the scars of the terrifying ordeal were etched into their minds forever. As they clung to each other, their love and unity became their shield against the unforgiving forces of nature. In the summer of 2016, the picturesque beaches of the Florida Keys were a paradise for vacationers seeking sun, sand, and sea. Among them was the Reader family from a small coastal town, embarking on a dream vacation that would soon become a nightmare they would never forget. Jameson Reader Jr., a 10-year-old boy with an adventurous spirit, was thrilled to be on vacation with his parents and sibling. The family had decided to explore the beautiful reefs of Looe Key, a renowned snorkeling spot with vibrant marine life. As the family set out for their snorkeling adventure, the ocean shimmered with inviting colors, hinting at the wonders beneath the surface. Little did they know that danger lurked just out of sight. As Jameson swam along the shallow reef, the water teemed with life. Suddenly, a shadowy figure approached, its dark silhouette moving swiftly through the water. Within seconds, the calm scene turned into chaos as a bull shark lunged toward Jameson, its menacing eyes fixated on its prey. The shark's razor-sharp teeth sank into Jameson's leg, and he let out a heart-wrenching scream of pain and fear. The water around him turned crimson with his blood, sending shockwaves of terror through his family. At that moment, time seemed to stand still as the vicious predator clamped down, its immense power overpowering Jameson's attempts to escape. With adrenaline pumping through their veins, Jameson's parents reacted swiftly, their parental instincts taking over. They mustered all their strength and courage, pulling him back toward the boat, their hearts pounding in their chests. His father grabbed a noodle float, and with a trembling hand, Jameson clung to it for dear life. His family's love and determination were the only thing standing between him and the relentless jaws of the bull shark. As Jameson was dragged to safety, the shark didn't give up easily. It circled around, its eyes fixated on its injured prey. The Reader family knew they had to act fast to get Jameson out of harm's way. His mother and father shielded him with their bodies as they climbed back into the boat. The shark continued to follow, its powerful tail propelling it through the water with terrifying speed. They could see the glint of hunger in its eyes, and the memory of those cold, soulless orbs would haunt them for years. The boat's engine roared to life and the family sped away from the attack scene. But the shark was relentless, pursuing them relentlessly, its primal instincts driving it to hunt its wounded prey. Jameson's parents fought back fear as they tried to keep their son calm, reassuring him that everything would be all right. But the terror of the attack was etched on his young face, his eyes wide with shock and pain. In the distance, they spotted another boat, a glimmer of hope amidst the fear and desperation. They waved frantically, hoping the occupants would see them and come to their rescue. By a stroke of luck, a boat with a nurse spotted their distress signal and rushed to their aid. Time was of the essence, and they wasted no time transferring Jameson to the other boat. The nurse immediately sprang into action, assessing Jameson's injuries and applying pressure to the wound to stem the bleeding. As the boat sped towards the shore, the family held on to each other, their hearts pounding with fear and hope. They knew that every passing second was crucial in their race against time. Upon reaching the shore, paramedics were waiting to take over and provide Jameson with the medical attention he desperately needed. A helicopter was called to airlift him to a children's hospital in Miami, where he could receive specialized care. As Jameson was whisked away in the helicopter, his parents were left with mixed emotions. Relief that he was finally getting the help he needed, but also fear and uncertainty about what lay ahead. At the hospital, doctors worked tirelessly to save Jameson's life. The damage caused by the shark's brutal attack was extensive, and they had to make a heart-wrenching decision. They had to amputate part of his leg to ensure his survival, just below the knee. The surgery was agonizing for the family, but they knew it was the only way to give Jameson a chance at life. As he awoke from the operation, The reality of what had happened began to sink in. Yet despite the physical and emotional pain, Jameson showed incredible resilience and strength. The Reader family's story spread far and wide, profoundly impacting all who heard it. It served as a stark reminder of the dangers in the ocean, even in seemingly tranquil waters. As the summer continued, shark encounters off the Florida coast remained a concern. Researchers and authorities urged caution and respect for the ocean's inhabitants, emphasizing the need for responsible coexistence. The Florida Keys would forever hold memories of both cherished moments and heartache for the Reader family. Their love for the ocean remained, tempered by a newfound respect for its untamed beauty and the creatures that call it home. Summer of 2005, the crystal-clear waters of the Bahamas beckoned tourists worldwide, offering a captivating destination for those seeking a slice of paradise. Among them was the Lindsay family from California, embarking on what they thought would be a dream vacation that turned into a tragedy. Jordan Lindsay, a vibrant and adventurous 21-year-old college student, was thrilled to be on vacation with her family. She had always dreamed of visiting the Bahamas, and the promise of exploring its thriving marine life and stunning reefs filled her with excitement. As they set out for their snorkeling adventure near Rose Island, off the coast of Nassau, the sun beamed down, casting a golden glow over the glistening sea. The turquoise waters invited them to dive in and discover the hidden wonders beneath the surface. Jordan's family was close-knit, and this vacation was a cherished opportunity to create lasting memories together. The sparkling ocean promised thrilling encounters with marine creatures, and they eagerly donned their snorkeling gear, ready to immerse themselves in the underwater world. Little did they know that their adventure would take a devastating turn. As they ventured further from the shore, the water transformed from a serene playground to a realm of potential danger. Unbeknownst to them, the area was frequented by sharks, drawn to the rich marine life that thrived in these waters. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation as Jordan and her family swam along the shallow reef, marveling at the colorful fish and vibrant coral formations surrounding them. The beauty of the underwater landscape was enchanting, and Jordan's heart soared with each new discovery. The sun shone brightly overhead as the Lindsays waded into the water, excitement coursing through their veins. The turquoise waters beckoned them into a world of wonders, but unbeknownst to them, a lurking danger lay beneath the waves. As Jordan swam alongside her family, her heart filled with joy at the sight of colorful fish and vibrant coral. But the tranquility was shattered in an instant as a shadowy figure emerged from the depths. 3 sharks, swift and silent hunters, circled the unsuspecting snorkelers, their eyes fixed on Jordan, their instincts sharpened by the scent of her presence. Before anyone could react, the sharks struck. The water erupted in chaos as the 3 sharks closed in on their prey. Jordan's family screamed in horror, but their cries were drowned out by the turmoil of the attack. The sharks' dark shadows circled beneath the surface before they lunged at Jordan with relentless fury. Their razor-sharp teeth tore into her flesh, leaving behind devastating wounds. The once clear water turned red with blood as Jordan fought desperately to escape the jaws of death. The shark's powerful jaws clamped down on her legs and buttocks, causing excruciating pain and robbing her of any hope of immediate rescue. The sea around her became a battleground for survival, as the predators showed no mercy in pursuing their prey. Paralyzed by fear and disbelief, Jordan's family could only watch in horror as their worst nightmare unfolded before their eyes. The shark's teeth ripped through her skin and flesh, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Jordan's right arm was severed in the attack, adding to the already nightmarish scene. Despite the chaos and terror, Jordan showed incredible courage as she desperately tried to fend off the sharks. She clung to a noodle float, hoping to stay afloat, while her family tried to pull her back to safety. But the sharks were relentless, circling and attacking with deadly precision. Her mother, Kami, tried desperately to reach her daughter, but the sharks were too swift. In a heart-wrenching moment, she watched helplessly as her beloved child fought for her life amidst a sea of danger. As the sharks circled, Jordan's father, Michael, acted with instinctive bravery. He grabbed a nearby flotation device and held it out to his daughter, urging her to grab hold and stay afloat. But the sharks were relentless, unyielding in their pursuit. Jordan's strength waned with each passing second, and the water around her grew darker with her blood. The pain was unbearable, and she knew she had to fight with every ounce of strength she had left. Amidst the chaos, her family shouted desperately for help, hoping someone nearby would aid them. But in those terrifying moments, it felt like they were alone in the vast expanse of the ocean. Finally, a nearby boat heard their cries and rushed to the scene. The captain maneuvered swiftly, using the boat's presence to deter the sharks. With the crew's help, they managed to pull Jordan aboard, their hearts heavy with fear for her life. The boat sped towards the shore, with Jordan's family surrounding her, praying for a miracle. Her brother held her hand, his eyes brimming with tears as he whispered words of encouragement. By the time they reached the shore, Jordan was in critical condition, her body ravaged by the shark's savage attack. Paramedics rushed her to a hospital in New Providence. Still, the damage was severe, and her chances of survival grew slimmer with each passing moment. In the hospital, doctors worked tirelessly to save Jordan's life, but her injuries were too grave. Despite their best efforts, she succumbed to her wounds, shocking her family. The news of Jordan's tragic death sent shockwaves through the community, leaving everyone stunned and grieving for the vibrant young soul lost to the jaws of the ocean's predators. The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation expressed condolences, mourning the loss of a young life that had ended so tragically. As the Lindsays returned to their daily lives, they carried the weight of grief and the reminder that life is beautiful and fragile. Once a source of wonder and joy, the ocean now held a new significance for them, a reminder of the dangers that coexist with its breathtaking beauty. As the years passed, the pain of losing Jordan never fully subsided, but her memory lived on in the hearts of her loved ones. Her spirit, vibrant and full of life, became a guiding light for those who had the privilege of knowing her.